Welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to see a glimpse of how I homeschool after school. So now I want you to create these fractions as they are. What is this? 1/5. 2/5. Excellent. Now let's create 1/8.
You can let go. Just not gonna do anything.
1/8. Excellent. And this one we want to create.
It's tiny too.
3/4.
See?
Where's the? I just want to see it. Oh, 1/4. Okay. 2/4.
And then
3/4. Excellent job. So now what I want you to do, I want you to build this fraction the way it is, build this fraction the way it is, and then we're going to add these fractions. Now when we add these fractions together, I want you to create an equivalent fraction of what these two add up to be and put that equivalent fraction here.
Okay.
You understand the directions?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So weak. I don't do any damage.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Your
Very
counting
good.
was wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, your counting was wrong.
Okay, so we have 8/12 here, correct? Incorrect. You just did what? You just did 8.
So counting wasn't wrong. It's because.
So right now, you're building 8/12, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, so this is 8/12. So now let's build 1/12. 1/12. Very good. So 8/12 plus 1/12 equals what?
9/12.
9/12. So 9/12, what's an equivalent fraction for 9/12? For 9/12. Do it in your head.
Okay. 3/4.
3/4. So how did you know that?
Because 3 goes into 9 and 12.
Very good.
And then 3 goes into 9 3 times. And 3 goes into 12 4 times.
Excellent. So 3/4. So let's go ahead and build 3/4. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. So now let's go ahead and do a quick review on 2-digit by 1-digit math problems. We're going to do mental math. Go.
Okay. 42.
42.
Okay. 13.
13 times 5. Very good. 13 times 5. We know how to do this. 3 times 5 is what?
3 times. Oh, okay. I got it now.
3 times 5 is what?
I said I got it now. 15.
15. So we're carrying the 1. So 1 times 5 plus 1 is what?
6.
Okay, so 6 and the 5. 65. Very good. Next.
Okay. 5 times 6 is 30. Forgiving the 3. 2 times.
So we're going to do these in our head. So when it comes to directions, what is our rule? What's our strategy for directions?
Underlining the important facts.
So you're going to read the directions and underline important facts. So read the directions. Remember that you can use properties of operations to help you add fractions. Okay, so the key fact here is what we're going to add fractions, right? So let's underline add fractions. What's the next set of directions? Read it.
Add, simplify.
Read the directions first before you underline.
Add, simplify if possible.
So the key factor here is to remember to do what?
Simplify.
Are all of them going to be simplified?
No.
How do you know?
Because it says if possible.
Excellent. So let's do a few. How about this one? Just give me the answer.
4/5.
4/5. What's this answer?
6. Oh, I was like adding up in my.
It's okay. Go ahead.
9/10.
No, this one right here. No, this one right here.
Oh. 4/4.
What
One
else?
whole.
1 whole. Excellent. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's do this one. Subtract. So with our directions, we read our directions first.
Simplify if possible. Subtract, simplify if possible.
Very good. Subtract.
Simplify.
All right. So let's go ahead and underline subtract. Okay. Are we going to simplify everything?
No.
Okay. How do you know?
Because it says if possible.
Okay. So let's do this one right here. Number 5.
Number 5. 2 8. And you can simplify it.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 5 here. It's okay, let's do number 5 here.
Okay. Do you eat 2/10 of a bag of popcorn after school?
Okay, let's slow down. Before we underline anything, what's our strategy? We have to do what?
Read the whole thing.
Read the whole thing first.
June ate 2/10 of a bag of popcorn after school and 3/10 of a bag of popcorn after dinner. Which of the following can be used to find how much of the bag of popcorn June ate?
Okay, so remember, we underline key facts, and what do we do when we see numbers?
And circle.
Circle them. So let's go ahead. Let's underline important facts and circle numbers.
June ate a bag of popcorn. No, it doesn't matter.
All right, do we care about bag of popcorn? So Jen ate 2/10. What are we going to do with the word 2/10?
Circle it.
Circle it. Do we care about Jim ate?
No.
No, we do not. So let's focus and pay attention here. So 2/10 of a bag of popcorn after school, and 3/10, another number, let's circle it, of a bag of popcorn after dinner. Which of the following can be used to find how much of the bag of popcorn Jen ate? So what are we trying to find out?
How much popcorn June ate?
So let's underline that. How much popcorn Jen ate. How much popcorn? Very good. So those are the important facts of this equation. So when we're doing multiple choice, what are you supposed to do? You read each one. The ones that you know are not the answer, what do we do?
Put an X.
Put an X. The ones you think could be a solution, we put a what? Question mark. And then once we have that set up, we go back and we reread what we underlined and circled to find the answer. So let's do this one. Are we going to add 10 plus 10 and write the sum over 5 and then simplify 20 over 5 to get 4 bags?
No.
So we know that's wrong. So let's put an X at the end of that. Are we going to add 2 and 3 and write the sum over 10 plus 10 to get 5 over 20 and simplify 5 over 20 to get 1/4 of a bag?
No.
We know that's not the answer. So let's put an X behind that one. Are we going to add 2 and 3 and write the sum over 10 to get 5 over 10? Simplify 5 over 10 to get 1/2 of a bag?
Maybe.
That could be an answer, yeah. Are we going to subtract 3 from 2? Do I need to keep reading?
No.
Why don't I have to keep reading?
Because
you know you
how
have...
much of the bag.
So we know we have to do what?
Just exit.
Yes, we know we have to X this out, but how do we know by just starting off subtract 3 from 2?
All of the other ones are addition.
Yep, all the other ones are addition, but in our problem, we know we're adding. Are we subtracting?
No.
So we know automatically we write an X. So now that we've identified everything, we only have one possible solution, but let's go back and read our problem. We have 2/10, 3/10. How much of the bag of popcorn did Jen eat, right? So does that sound like the answer? So we're going to do what? What are we going to do? How do we know this is the answer? So how do we know it's the answer?
Because 2/10 and 3/10 equal 5/10.
And 5/10.
Simplified equals 1/2.
Very good. Do you understand this problem?
Yes.
Any questions about this problem?
No.
You're good to go? So here's a super, super easy problem. Let's read it. Jasmine walked 1/5 of a mile to the library, and then she walked 3/5 of a mile to the store. How far did Jasmine walk in all? So what key factors should I circle or underline for you here?
1/5.
So I'm circling 1/5 because we circle numbers and underline key facts.
It's 3/4 and 3/5.
And I'm going to circle 3/5. Excellent. Now what am I going to underline here?
Mile.
I'm going to underline miles.
So just
That's
in
the
case,
unit. Okay.
Yeah, so just in case it has something just in case it has the right answer, but it's not in miles.
Right, because sometimes they'll give you the right answer, but they'll say yards.
Yeah.
So you're underlining miles because that's the unit. Excellent. What else in the directions or in the problem am I going to underline?
How far walk in all?
How far? Okay, walk in all? Okay, very good. So how do we set up this problem? Set up the problem for me.
Okay. Jasmine walked.
And this is really, really easy. We learned this in the 3rd grade, although you're in the 4th grade in regular school. So while he's solving the problem, which is really simple, I just want you to write it out. Like, write out each unit.
Since it says walk in all, then that means it's going to be addition. So.
Very good. So you know it's addition. So while he's writing out the answer for me, what they have him doing right now in the 4th grade in the public school, we did in our homeschooling journey in the 3rd grade. Right now, what we're doing in our homeschooling journey for fractions is reinforcing what we've learned in homeschool last summer, which is multiplying fractions, dividing fractions, equivalent fractions, and adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators. So in public school here, that's 5th grade, but we got to that at the end of 3rd grade and throughout his 4th grade journey on the homeschool side of things. Okay, great. Thank you for writing out the problem. Now let's go ahead and solve that problem. Excellent. Can that be simplified? No. So the answer is...
Because if it could be simplified, then they would...
slow your speech down.
If it could be simplified, they would do this at the STAR test. They would put the simplified answer
in the...
and then try to trick you.
Yeah, they do that.
And they would put an answer not here.
Exactly.
Because they would put not here, but they would also put the simplified answer.
Exactly.
To trick you.
Exactly. And you would have put the simplified answer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Unless
so
you didn't know about that, and you would have put not here.
Exactly.
You didn't see that exact answer.
Exactly. So now for our problem, we circled key facts, we circled numbers, underlined key facts. Now with our problem, we're going to put an X on everything that you know isn't the answer, and then we're going to put a question mark on the ones that could potentially be an answer, and then we're going to circle the right answer. So that we know is wrong. What else do we know for a fact is wrong?
This might be wrong. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, see, that would have tricked you because that says 5/4, right?
And if you were just playing around and you were on this side,
exactly.
You would have done it said 4/5.
So if you were playing around or you were going too fast, you would have put the wrong answer, right? So let's put an X here. And A, 2/5, we know that is wrong. So let's put an X there. And you know that is the answer. So let's go ahead and circle that. Great work. Okay, so as you can see here, Jeremiah, you have all 4 wrong. You have all 4 wrong. And that's because you're not focused, you're not paying attention. So here are a few things that you did not do properly. Let's look at it. I appreciate the fact that you split your paragraphs. Great. But how many paragraphs do we have here? You said 2, but how many do we really have?
3.
3. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So let's correct that right now. Get your pencil. This is 1, this is 2, and that is 3. So that's the first thing. We have 3 paragraphs, not 2. Also, you did not respond to this strategy practice here. It says, write a question you have about Kobe beef. Then write the answer if you found it.
I never do that.
So I need you to write the question, okay, that you have after reading this. What is the question you have, okay? And then for each of your problems here, we know we have to underline important facts. So go back through and make sure you underline the important facts. I don't see anything underlined here, and I don't see anything underlined here. Also, in our directions, you did not underline important facts in the directions. We need to read each question, fill in the bubble. Those are important facts. So let's underline that. Read each question, fill in the bubble. Okay, thank you. And I like the fact that you did remember to put X's on the ones that you knew weren't the answer, and you put a question mark on the ones you thought could be possible answers. But what I see missing here is the paragraph number in which you found your answer. So if this answer was correct and you use this answer, you need to tell me which paragraph did you find it in. Did you find it in paragraph 1, 2, or 3? So I need you to redo this page, thinking about our reading strategies, and go through the different steps that I just explained. Are we on the same page?
I think so.
What do you mean we think so?
Yes.
We are on the same page. Okay. So you're good to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Get to work. Okay, so let's see. You had one wrong and you redid it. So let's see if you got it right. What is the purpose of the text between the title and the first question? So the key facts that you underlined were, you're saying the most important part of these directions are the word purpose, text between title and first
question.
Okay, so where's the title and where's the first question? Where are they showing me? What are they showing me?
This is the title.
This is the title.
This is the first question.
This is the first question. So they're saying, what is the importance of this here? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're saying it is to name the magazine in which the interview appears. So you're saying when we go back and we read this, the purpose of this is to name the magazine in which the interview appears, right? So let's go ahead. And that answer is wrong. Wait. No, you can't go back right now. We're doing it together.
Okay.
So let's go back and let's read.
Document.
Jeanette Flores is a wedding planner in Baltimore, Maryland. Bubbly Pride magazine wanted to find out what it takes for a professional to plan one of the most important days of someone's life. That's the text. So you said that the purpose of that, watch out, the purpose of that is to name the magazine in which the interview appears. That's not the purpose of that, right? So let's go ahead and do X's. So put an X there. So I guess you figured out that this was wrong the first time. So let's put an X here. Let's go through A. To tell where the interview takes place. Is that the purpose?
No.
Okay.
That was the first answer I even put.
Okay. And that was wrong. So I see you had to do this 2 times already. That was wrong. Next one. To explain when the interview takes place. Does that paragraph tell you when the interview takes place?
No.
You had a question mark. So should a question mark be here?
It.
So let's put an X on there because we know that's not even anything to do with that. To describe who is being interviewed. Maybe. Okay. So you have X's on 3 things that you think are definitely not the answer, and a maybe. And the maybe is to describe who is being interviewed. So let's go back and let's read again. Janet Flores is a wedding planner in Baltimore, Maryland. Bubbly Pride magazine wanted to find out what it takes for a professional to plan one of the most important days of someone's life. So this paragraph does describe who is being interviewed. Janet Flores is the person. She lives in Baltimore, Maryland. She's a professional, and she's planning someone's most important day of their life. You understand why that's the answer? So let's go ahead and bubble in that answer. And I'll go ahead and scratch this out. Now you have -0. So let's go to the next page.